Hey everyone, my name is Oliver Thorne. I am the product marketing manager here at Hedera. I am here with Milan, who is the founder of Nomid, the first place prize in the Hashgraph Trailblazers track, as well as the DeFi track, and second overall in the recent hackathon. How you doing, Milan?
Very well. Thank you so much, Oliver, for having me. And great event here at Web Summit.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're here at Web Summit in Portugal. Obviously, you're a longtime member. People that have been in the Hedera ecosystem, they know who you are. But if you could just give a little background on how you got started with Hedera and what drew you to the network, that'd be really great.
Absolutely, yeah. So I joined the Hedera ecosystem in early 2021. Was when a lot of stuff happened in the Web3, a lot of hype was going on. And I looked into those chains and Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of those others, and I couldn't understand it. I could not understand how this would be applicable, how we can apply it into real live use cases. And then a friend of mine told me, well, then look into Hedera. And then like one of the first things I saw, okay, it's predictable fees, the speed, the security, all those combination, and obviously the governing council made suddenly sense to me. Okay, this I can apply to real use cases in the real world.
Right.
So that's kind of how I started. I was not a developer, but I called myself Hedera Dev. I thought I'm going to be a developer on Hedera. And so during 2021 until now, I started learning about Hedera, became part of several teams, created several things. Last year, I was third in the hackathon with a proof of attendance concept. It was called GeoTap. Now
GeoTap, I remember that one, yeah.
Yes, created a honey traceability system on Hedera as well. And now this year, as you said, second overall winner and first place in 2 categories, Nomid.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, it's really great to hear so many projects, and that's what we hear a lot, right? It's like, once you realize that the speed, the scalability, and especially the predictable fees for enterprise level use cases, there's no other competition in there, really. So could you describe a little bit more about Nomid and what the solution is, what the friction points were that you were trying to solve?
Yeah, absolutely. So with Nomid, really where it came from was we always thought, like there's several use cases that we talk about in the Web3 space in general, like, oh, blockchain is going to solve this and going to solve that, right, and so on, right? Payments is one of those. Right? We're going to say, oh, payments this is going to be the blockchain, and Web3 is going to solve the payment industry. It's going to make it transparent. It makes it instant settlements and so on. Low fees. I hadn't really seen like a practical implementation. So my goal with Nomid was really to mimic the existing behavior you have as a consumer. Then when you pay with your phone, so you take out your phone and you tap the terminal to pay for your ice cream or whatsoever, to really mimic that same behavior, but this time everything is on chain. So it uses USDC, and the most exciting part, what I think is very exciting, is that HBAR is completely abstracted. So the user downloads the app and doesn't need to know about HBAR, right?
Wow.
Right now I used USDC as an example, but it can be another stable coin. It can be any token on there, but they don't need HBAR because all the fees are covered by Nomid, instead charged with the stablecoin.
Okay.
So this way you completely smoothen that adoption barrier for new users.
Wow. No, I've seen some of the demo videos. It's actually amazing what you guys have accomplished. And it's no surprise you did so well in the hackathon. Is there anything that we can look forward to in the future from Nomid? Anything you could tease the community about? Yes. You could be a little mysterious. We don't mind that. But yeah, anything that you can tell the community about what we could look forward to.
Absolutely. One of the things is, and I hinted towards that already, is that I was in the process of minimizing the hardware, because when what everybody saw on the videos as well is the Nomid device is pretty big, but that's where you start, right? It's you show that it works, the NFC integration, the computer, the touchscreen, everything works, and then you're going to minimize it. So I'm actually already at Nomid version 3.
Oh wow, okay.
And we went from this big to this big. So we went the touchscreen went to 4-inch. We now use a real NFC module that's integrated. We use a smaller microprocessor. So that's an exciting part. I would also say that I'm working on it. It's kind of in my brain how I'm trying to figure it out. Offline payments. Right. So that's kind of, there are several ways that I have in my mind, like of how we could solve that. And obviously the last one is how do we make it privacy friendly? Because that's absolutely right now everything is on chain, and we could, it's great it's on chain.
Privacy is necessary.
But privacy is necessary, so that's definitely something we're going to address with Nomid. So very exciting things happening.
Okay, awesome. Well, Milan, thank you so much for speaking with me here at Web Summit. We will keep you updated. Make sure to follow Milan on Twitter as well as Nomid Pay. We'll see you soon.